Hey guys, and welcome to episode 19 of Surg Skyblocks. I'm here in my base, and you can see here I actually have Java. That's right, the Skyblocks has been updated. Now, if you guys are playing along, then you probably knew about a week ago or so. So we do have Java, and we also have iron chests. Now, I thought I upgraded that one, but I know I upgraded one down here. Yeah, that one, right there. Now, you can see this looks a little bit different. And the reason for that is because when I updated, I had actually lost my world. Now, I had a save, and I would recommend whenever you update any pack, not just Surg Skyblocks, but any pack, make sure you save your world first, because you don't want to be like me and have to rebuild a whole bunch of stuff. And I did have to rebuild basically this entire room. So, unfortunately, that's one of the reasons that there has not been a Surg Skyblocks out in a week. So, and it's just because I had to rebuild this, I had to rebuild my wheat farm, I had to rebuild quite a bit. And over here, I was actually keeping an eye on this. It looks like my power system is using a lot of lava, and it's not really generating enough, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. If that really starts to dip, then what I was thinking is I could always put another igneous extruder right here, and then do another line of crucibles all the way up to, well, I guess I could do, what, 4 right here? 4 crucibles, and then probably do another portable tank right here, and just kind of connect it right to this lava line. And you know what? I wouldn't mind having more power. Now, one of the things that I noticed is you can see here, this will start to drain, and then this one will start to drain, and then it'll go all the way back up, and then it'll drain, and then it'll go all the way back up. Well, it doesn't allow all of my dynamos to run. So what I was thinking is, well, I redid the piping here, and you can see here I put some covers, and so that way it doesn't connect, and everything's all in one line. It goes out this way, and then this way to my different machines upstairs. So what I was thinking is, right here, we could put an energy cell. So let's go ahead and look at that. So that's going to be from thermal expansion. And, you know, I have leadstone. I need at least a hardened energy cell. But I could use a redstone energy cell. I mean, that would be really nice, right? We need some electrum, a diamond, and some hardened glass. You know, I don't think that would be too hard. But I don't think we have an igneous extruder for... Yeah, we're gonna have to use some obsidian. And right now we're kind of low on lava, so maybe what we should do first is try to sort out that lava situation. So I think I'm going to want at least a hardened portable tank. What is the one downstairs? Because, I mean, if I'm going to start using... Yeah, that's a hardened portable tank. If I'm going to start using more lava for things like obsidian, which I will need in the future, then I probably want to be able to store a little bit. So, portable tank is just copper and glass, and then I'm also going to need some invar. Or I could just do invar, copper, and glass. That's not too bad. So let's grab 1 copper, and you can see here I don't have as much ores, but I let my world run for quite a little while, and it got me a good amount. So there's 4 glass, and I should have, yeah, I have a little bit of invar in here. So invar in the corners, copper, and then the glass should go just like this, and it should make us a hardened portable tank. Now you notice that I don't have any tools, And that's because, like I said, I lost quite a bit. So what I ended up doing was just not making new tools. I figure when I need them, like well, I kind of need a pickaxe anyway, don't I? I wonder if I don't have any Tinker's Construct stuff. So let's just go ahead and make a pickaxe. And we'll just make a basic vanilla diamond pick. That'll work. Now, I'm also going to need some fluid ducts and some crucibles. So, I have some clay, but I think I'm going to need a little bit more. And I think I might have some dust in this chest. I thought I had some dust somewhere. Maybe you know what? I know where I have dust. I have lots of dust. Right in... I probably have to go downstairs to get to it. Right in this one right here. Oh, see, look at that. I'll just grab 32. And it'll quickly fill back up. And I also had to put a second crucible just for iron, because what'll happen is this one will fill up and then it'll start to fill up this one with iron. And so what was happening is I ended up putting a trash can here with, you know, obviously the things that need to be filtered. And I made an overflow chest. So basically anything that cannot find someplace else in the system to go, like say one of my barrels over there fills up, other than wood, obviously, because, I mean, wood is one of those things we're going to fill up quite quickly. So I put wood in the trash can, because if I have more than 64 stacks, I really don't need any more. But if it can't find anywhere else to go, it'll go into this chest, and so that'll let me know there's a problem in my system somewhere. So as long as this chest stays empty, I know everything's running smoothly. And what was happening is when I set up that chest, then I was starting to have some of the iron chunks and, you know, iron gravel and whatnot end up in the chest because this crucible was filling up. So that's why I ended up putting a second one just for iron. You can see here, iron there and iron there. Everything else seems to be working just fine with one crucible. There are times where the copper gets kind of high, but it does go down. And you can see that these are just working full time. Now, once I have basically a full barrel of everything, then I'll probably turn these off. But for right now, they work just fine. And I also have this redstone furnace set up, so that way the osmium can go into it. And that's what's set up here. Osmium will go in, and then it'll get pumped out and go back into the barrel that it goes to. So it's a little bit more compact this way, and I kind of like the look of it. So back to the task at hand, to make some clay. And I'm probably going to need some bones. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and make a few crucibles. Everything's working good here. Now you can see that I have some different kinds of stuff than I had before, like glowstone helmets, and that's because I also installed mechanism tools and mechanism generators. And we'll probably get into mechanism stuff in a later episode. I think right now I'm going to need some osmium to really get into that, and while I have some, well, I guess I do have quite a bit. I wouldn't mind a little bit more, especially things like redstone and some other stuff. So I'm going to just let those go before I really get into why is there so many dryads? Okay. Before I really get into mechanism. So I'm going to make some crucibles, and I will be right back, and we'll go ahead and get our lava flow set up. So I now have 2 igneous extruders, and just because I want to save one. I have a hardened portable tank, I have a little bit of water, and I should have a couple of crucibles cooked up here now. And move out the way. And I'm going to need some item ducts and some fluid ducts here. And I will need some pneumatic servos. So let's go right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? We'll go 5. And then right out here, I need to put some fluid ducts. And then one right here. Oh wait, that needs to go up one, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and remove that, and let's go up 1 and out. There we go. So I can put 1 fluid duct there, and let's go ahead and put down our tank right here. And we'll go ahead and wrench this to be output mode. Oh wow, looks like we already have a little bit of extra. And then I don't want this to connect right here. And I probably need a few covers. Oop. I just turned my chest. You know what? You need to move. Get. Okay. So I'm going to need a couple of hollow covers, some regular stone covers, and that should do for right here. So let's go ahead and let's throw this cover in the back. And I wouldn't mind if I could go ahead and get all of them. I might have to remove this item duct. And I just kind of want to go right in here. So it kind of looks nice, even from the outside. So we can go ahead and put this item duct here, and that'll connect all that. And then we can just go ahead and cover up where we don't need. Now right here, I'm going to need a hollow cover. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to have some crucibles here. So let's just go ahead and put a hollow cover there. And we'll get our first crucible. And we want to wrench this into output mode. Now I can't really see what's going on, but I know. You know, originally they're inputs. So we'll go ahead and put a pneumatic servo in there. And we'll tell this to ignore redstone signal. So it should pump. Yeah, there we go. We can see its output. And let's do the exact same thing. And another crucible. And we'll go ahead and wrench this here. We don't need those. Install a pneumatic servo and ignore redstone signal. Now I don't want to put too many just yet, because I need to put lava down here. And I want still blocks of lava because they work faster than flowing blocks. Let's just go ahead and tell this to fill up just to grab a little bit of lava. And I should be able to just... Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to first... that's okay. First I want to put these. Now, the crucibles are full blocks, so it's not a huge deal, but at least doing it like this, I don't have to worry at all. Go ahead and install those there, and ignore ignore. So now all of this should be set up to pull out. We can go ahead and cover up our wall. And looks just like this side. Yeah, well, except for these item ducts you can see through and these you can't. So now all we need to do is go and put an igneous extruder with some item ducts, and we'll do it just like that one. We'll put the igneous extruder right here, and I just need one more bucket of lava. Go ahead and throw that in there, water in there, and we'll go ahead and go here and set the output to the bottom, and we'll go just like this. And all we should have to do is go ahead and wrench this, and it should start filling up these crucibles. That's perfect. So basically we just added on 4 more crucibles, almost, because there's 5 on this side, almost doubling our lava output. And we should start to really see a big difference. So I'm going to give this a little bit of time and just make sure that this is enough lava to start filling up these tanks. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, it looks like we do have a surplus here. You can see that both tanks are about half full. Now what seems to be happening is this tank here is filling up a little bit more, and then it's draining more from this tank, and then it kind of flip-flops. So, I mean, just to balance them out, say if one gets really low and one's completely full, I can just switch it between input and output mode and just kind of balance them out. So, not a big deal there, but we definitely have a surplus, which is good. I needed to have a surplus to do the next thing that I really want, which is, I think I'm going to go through right here. Ooh, that was dangerous right there. And what I want to do is just kind of run some fluid ducts. And you know what? We really don't need... I mean, we have covers. We can just go straight through the wall here. I think I lost that one. So let's just go right through here. Straight down. And I'm going to need to grab those covers. So let's grab a couple of stone brick covers, and I'll just leave those there. And some hollow covers, because obviously right here I'm going to need a hollow cover. So let me see if I can cover this up. I want to get to the back there. There we go. And we might as well cover up the bottom too. Oh, that doesn't look right. Oh, I think I lost that one. It might have been right. Yeah, I guess that is right. And we can just go ahead and cover right up. Just like that. And go ahead and cover these up too. And then right here I should be able to put a hollow cover. Just like that. So it just runs right through the wall. Oh, I need one right here. There we go. And it should be coming up to here. And what I want is I want it to come up straight. Yeah. Now I might need some more covers, which means that I'll probably have to make a new saw, because I don't think that I have mine still. So I want to go right to here and go ahead and cover this up as well. And you know what, we might as well just go ahead and put one there too. So let's make a new saw, and I'm gonna need a little bit of cobblestone. Well, I just grabbed 2 smooth stone. I think smooth stone makes, yeah, 4. And cobblestone makes 2. So, saves us a little bit of stone. And just like this, and I'll just throw that in there, and we have a new saw. And I'll just go ahead and make a whole bunch of covers. And you can tell that we use them, so it's not a big deal to have a couple of extras. And I'm probably going to need... I don't have any more hollows, do I? So 1 more set of hollow covers. And we do just like this, this, and hollow right up top. And the reason that I wanted to run those is because I want an igneous extruder right here. And I'm going to disable the outputs except for the back is going to be an input. And that's where the lava is coming from. So we now have basically infinite lava in that igneous extruder. And it probably, yeah, see how this one's getting really full and this one's not? So I'll just go ahead and let this one intake just a little bit, and you can see there it drains out of that tank. Let's get this one a little higher because this one will fill up. So now we have that, and I'm probably going to want to get water in there too. And I think the best way to do that is really just to get on top. And so it's right here. You know what? This might not be bad. Let's do right here. We'll do an igneous or an aqueous accumulator. I went and made one, and we're set it up so that down is the input, and then just make sure to shift here. And I'll go ahead and put a cover here and a cover right there. And so that way I should be able to take out this block and this block, and you won't even see it. And then I have water right here. And just to make sure that I don't think there should be any problems, but just to make it look nice. So do water here, and that should be filling up quite quickly. So there's just a little bit poking out on the sides, but it's fine. And now this here, if we tell it to go, I want to make obsidian, and I want to tell it to input water from the top. So we have the back and the top, and now it will just go ahead and chew through, obviously chew through the lava. So we have to be careful, but once we have a whole stack of obsidian, we should not have a problem anymore generating obsidian. We're just always have a stack sitting right here. We'll just come and grab it and use it when we need it. And I'll throw my saw in here. It kind of goes with the thermal expansion stuff, since I'm throwing my covers in there anyway. So now that we have some obsidian, we're also going to need some lead. Yeah, I'm gonna need some lead. And I'll just grab 5. And I'll throw those in here in the induction smelter. And I'm going to need 10 obsidian. So once this hits 10, I'll just grab it out. There we go. And now it is going to chew through our lava quite quickly. So you can see here, both of these are really starting to drain. But once it evens out, once it makes a full stack, then we should be just fine. So let's go, I'm going to throw this gravel back in here. You can see I was making some extra sand, and that's just so that I have it. And I'll throw a stack in here to make some extra glass. Because sand is one of the things that I don't have a full barrel of yet. And glass, you can see I only have little over 7 stacks. Dirt's really going up, and then obviously cobble's easy to make, and so is gravel. So many dryads. So I just have to wait, and a little bit extra dust. I might just throw that away, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. For right now, I'll probably just throw it in here with my stone. So we should be okay. So we're done with the obsidian, and we can just throw this in here, and it already has power. So we should be getting some hardened glass. Now, what I'd really like to make a redstone energy cell. But for that, I'm going to need a fluid transposer and an a magma crucible. So, fluid transposer, not too hard, and magma crucible. I'm going to need some nether brick. And a leadstone energy cell. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just make the leadstone energy cell. And then, yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and make everything. So I have my hardened glass. So first, we're going to need a leadstone energy cell, which is a block of redstone, some lead, and some glass. Well, that should be easy enough. Let's see. 4 lead, 9 redstone, and 4 glass. So let's go ahead and make our block of redstone. And then I believe it was glass like this, and then lead around it. Yeah, so leadstone energy cell frame. Now this isn't an actual cell, I can't charge this up, but it is used in the recipe for the magma crucible, because I need the frame. I also need 2 machine frames, and I'm going to need 2 redstone reception coils. And a little bit of copper. I think the copper was used in both of them, so I'm going to need 4 pieces of copper. And yeah, that should be right, because I'm going to need... No, that's not right. I probably grabbed 4 too many. A little bit of redstone. Let me just make sure. And some glass and a bucket. Yeah, so red, okay, so 3 of those and some glass. That should be enough. So we'll go ahead and make another bucket. I don't want to use up the ones that I have, because I'd like to keep 2 at least. And we're going to need 2 machine frames and 2 reception coils. And then we should have everything we need for the fluid transposer. But I don't want 2 fluid transposers. I'm going to need a little bit of nether brick. Well, I wonder if I have... it doesn't look like I have a stone barrel. So let's just grab a little bit of stone here and make some slabs. And we'll make a stone barrel. And you know what? I think I'm going to get rid of these barrels here. Because, I mean, normally I would use that for composting dirt and stuff, but I already have an automated setup for that. And, give me it. There we go. And since I already have this, you know, covered, and I do want to cover these too, because they will collect rain, just like the wooden ones. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 stone barrels. Perfect. So 2 buckets. I'm going to need some lava, which I might not have a lot of. Oh, looks like I have plenty. So let's just get this a little filled up here. Okay, probably a little bit too much. Yeah, that should about even them out. Now, up here the igneous extruder is still using a lot of lava, but see, now it's going to finish and it won't take any more. Once this fills up, no more lava. And I have a whole stack of obsidian whenever I need it. And I'm going to need a little bit of redstone. And what I can do is fill up a barrel full of lava and right click it with some redstone. And that'll get me some netherrack. So I'm going to need a little bit more of that, but what I can do is go ahead and cook this netherrack up. So I'm going to go and just be running back and forth for just a minute and get some netherrack cooked up. You know what, guys? My lava right now is really, really low. And part of it is because of the fact that we did set up that obsidian generator. So I think what I'm going to do is between this episode and next, I'll go ahead and wait for this to fill up a little bit and go ahead and make my netherrack. And let's go ahead and just... Oh, no, I don't want to do... I want this one to be an input. So I'll make my netherrack, and then what we'll do is we'll come back next episode and go ahead and make our fluid transposer. Well, we already have our fluid transposer, so we'll make our magma crucible. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.